We are still without a manager, but things are being done behind the scenes to land Brendan Rodgers. Whilst this is close, the club are always doing the groundwork on transfers, and it's been reported that the club secured their first deal of the window. In today's video, of course, we will discuss this whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Celtic's former Japanese translator doesn't believe that the club's stars from Japan will struggle to adapt under a new manager. Akihito Ido, initially who was set to spend a mere month in Scotland, found himself becoming an essential part of Celtic's Japanese contingent. He's had quite the journey in Scotland, from being an agent for Kyogo to a full-time minder and eventually a permanent employee of Celtic. However, after 18 months, the translator returned home to his family in January. The subsequent departure of Ange has raised questions about the future of Celtic's Japanese players, and if they're willing to stay on at the club. After all, it was Ange who worked tirelessly to bring them over to Celtic. The translator doesn't envisage any problems and believes that the Japanese stars will get on fine under the new manager. He said, "I don't think the new manager will struggle with the situation. These players have been playing in Scotland for some time now. They know how things work, they understand the club. Japanese players are very dedicated and professional, and whoever the manager is, be it Brendan Rodgers or whoever, I'm sure they will do their best for the club. I really don't think there'll be any struggle for them, I think they'll be okay." The new manager is expected to be Brendan Rodgers, but the club are yet to confirm the appointment. Just a quick one, guys, we have released our brand new Celtic Champion t-shirt. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. And we will be releasing some new merch very, very soon, so keep an eye out for the videos and for the store for when they drop. Okay, let's get back into today's video. Celtic are closing in on their first signing of the summer, Odin Thiago Holm, expected to join the Scottish champions. The club have agreed a transfer fee of approximately £2.5 million, along with a significant percentage of any future sale. The 20-year-old midfielder is currently on holiday in Spain, but is expected to travel to Glasgow soon to complete the medical examination and sign the contract. This could come early as next week. Once these formalities are completed, the transfer will be finalised and completed. Thiago Holm has been a standout player for Vålerenga, with Celtic fans getting excited about the clips of him that have surfaced online. Celtic are still continuing their transfer strategy, with Mark Lawwell in the building working away in the background. Despite Celtic not having a manager yet, hopefully the signings that have worked so well for Celtic over the past few years continue to come with a former City Group employee in place. Sir Rod Stewart admits he was left upset by the departure of Ange as he exited Celtic for Tottenham Hotspur. Appearing on TalkSport alongside Rangers legend Ali McCoist and fellow Celtic fan Alan Brazil, Stewart said, "I'm a bit disappointed with Ange. Every time they beat Rangers, I'd send him a crate of wine, so I'm going to ask for it back now. I was hoping he'd stay and lead us into the Champions League. The one thing that really upset me was we were at the final, all this walking about, kissing the badge, holding the trophy. Why didn't he tell us before? If I was in his position, I'd be straight up. It's been a great 2 years, but I got an opportunity I can't refuse. I'm going to go down and manage Spurs." McCoy then suggested that Postecoglou might try to sign some of Celtic's star performers from his time at the club. Sir Rod commented, "That'll make him very unpopular if he tries to take Kyogo." And McCoy added, "I think he should." Stewart also gave a comical response when asked if Brendan Rodgers would be welcome back at Celtic Park as a manager. He explained, "I don't know. For me, it's like when your wife has left you and gone off with someone else and come back. That's how I feel about it. Forgive and forget, he's the right guy for the job now. He loves attacking football, and has left him a wonderfully attacking side." Scott Sinclair has backed Brendan Rodgers for a sensational return to Celtic, insisting he can be a big hit once again. The Hoops have been on the hunt for a new boss since Ange Postecoglou sealed his move to Tottenham last Tuesday. After being linked to Manchester City assistant Enzo Maresca, Bodo Glimt boss Knutson and West Ham manager David Moyes, among others, the Celtic board have now homed in on Rodgers, with whom they met in Mallorca last weekend to initiate discussions. Sinclair was a huge success working under Rodgers during his first spell, and he fully expects him to hit the ground running again if he lands the position. He told The Sun, "When you leave Celtic, it stays with you and it's such a big club. If he does return, then I'm sure he would be so happy to be their manager once again. Could they have another invincible season under him? Definitely. I'm a big fan of Celtic, so I'm always watching what they're doing. And I'm so happy to see them back where they belong, on top in Scotland. They have just won the treble, and if Brendan came back, he'd be desperate to keep that winning run going, just like he did when he first came in. Back in 2016, there was work for him to do, and he changed a few things. This time he could be walking into a club winning a treble. He made a few signings and turned things around really quickly, so it was very different for him this time around. He would have a squad who are used to winning and bringing success to Celtic, but he has been there and done it, and everyone knows he is a top manager. If he comes back again, he would look to continue their winning ways. Brendan knows what being in Glasgow is all about, so that wouldn't worry him. He would just want to bring success to the club like he did in his first spell. Celtic youth prospect Ewan Otto could be set for a move to Dunfermline Athletic according to reports. Reports have speculated that the 20-year-old defender could be on his way out of Celtic Park, as James McPake's side have agreed a deal to sign Otto on a permanent basis. This comes off the back of a successful loan stint at East End Park last campaign, where he assisted the side to the Scottish League One title. It is reported that McPake was very keen to bring the talented youngster back to Dunfermline, as the former Dundee manager's side looked to challenge in the Championship next season, following last season's successes. Otto, who spent time out on loan at Clyde, signed his first professional contract with Celtic back in June 2019, having been at the club since he was 8 years old. Eligible to play for Ghana, Otto has played for Scotland at youth level. He will look to make the first stride into his professional career in McPake's Dunfermline side next season. Leeds United have appointed former Celtic head of football operations Nick Hammond as interim football advisor on a short-term contract. Hammond, who's 55, will help Leeds with their summer recruitment plans as they continue their search for a permanent director of football. The club said, Leeds United are pleased to confirm the appointment of Nick Hammond as the club's interim football advisor on a short-term contract. Hammond will help support the club during the summer transfer window. The experienced 55-year-old, who was a former director of football at Reading and head of football operations at Celtic, worked in a similar consultancy role at Newcastle United. The process for finding a new permanent director of football at Leeds United is underway, and the club aims to complete this process by October, allowing the successful candidate to focus on the January transfer window. Former Swindon and Reading goalkeeper Hammond spent 13 years as Reading's first director of football from 2003 and was West Brom's technical director before becoming Celtic's head of football operations in 2019. Leeds parted company with former director of football Victor Orta by mutual consent last month, shortly before being relegated from the Premier League. They are also in the hunt for a new head coach after Sam Allardyce, appointed with 4 games remaining, left Ellen Road earlier this month. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on our new imminent signing? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, guys, we have released our brand new Celtic Champion t-shirts. You can find them at celtapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping. And very shortly we'll be releasing some brand new t-shirts, so keep an eye out for the store and on the videos. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.